case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mama alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you day, anytime where you go, anything you they do, oh yeah, now we for turn up Tanga one inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where they bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok. Where they bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon-Tok.
From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we the yarn about the things we the hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we seat. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice be the roots. Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we go make we proud. From Salon to the world, we just stand the talk. Come here we are, now we message for all. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soak, we make the choice. From politics to health, we the stand firm. Migration and vibes, we the confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We the yarn and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we there. For the future, we the pave the way. We talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better.
Yes. Ambulance, and welcome back to yet another very, very important segment. We come through the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok. Then inside the Komon-Tok, of course, you know this. Well, we get plenty for discourse. We get plenty at the table as soon as they see. Today, one of the issues we can look into, government don't confirm, say, and they do surveillance on citizens. In fact, they don't make it clear, say, anybody when already starting SIM come August, I don't know if it's August or October, then go make sure, say, then turn off. Then they close that particular SIM they get away for communicate. But apart from that, there was a shocking admission from the Minister of Communication, where confirm waiting plenty people and behind the scene don't they tell we when stakeholders there. We always say something in there. The reason why sometimes we can hold back because you don't get evidence for say, especially the person we give how they call the name anonymous, or you just want to keep in privacy for let you not get problem. But we don't know about this quite some time, for a very long time. But again, I don't know if what they can say lapsus lingua, sometimes slip of tongue, or perhaps and just make a deliberate for tell the people and say, hey, you get for watch, you back because we watch you. Probably a good number of now go don't read, or maybe don't know about a book called and called Big Brother is Watching You, George Orwell, 1984. Then published from 1940. The first edition was 1949, and they republished on 1984. I'm sure George Orwell by then tell and gave you the shake. I'm plenty of other when I go see the connection. So that's one issue we're going to look into today. Program, and of course we will also continue for pay attention on plenty people and on the see the flyer now SLPP. Then don't pull paper. We see a paper document. We then they call more or less then list down the people that will aspire for the flag bearership. And of course, police crack down on national ID card if you not present of course, there will be strict penalties. And we see Edmond Abu, they question the fuel price. As I know, the fuel price don't go down, but you know, they reflect to the ordinary people, meaning that, I mean, if the fuel reduced by, let's say, 500 leons or 2 leons, 3 leons, the people and the payments more or less will be a little bit reduction for take place, but it not seems to be. And the other person will go pay attention to now Emerson. It look like the man affects relegation at the musical industry. When I know, probably I think yesterday it was all over the place. People only talk about time until not yesterday. So we left them for today. Say okay, now can see what we do with not so. And of course, on the African scene, now very very sad news for the people of Nigeria as well as Africa and the world at large. Buhari don't meet immune fate. Unfortunately, he died in a foreign land. He died in a hospital, Naya, where God sorry for her, rest in peace. But this is what a lot of people in the say. You're not dying in country hospital because the kind of health issue we get in need foreign. Again, you ask a country like Nigeria, why then for even they run out for good find medicine. And these are the person that will be there in charge, you know. So whatever the case may be, we therefore just put both extend condolence to the family, to the country, but at the same time, we have a question the other aspects there. All right, another one back we'll be looking to, of course, India again, another issue this time around, another plane crash, and this one a very, very alarming now. Of recent time, we don't see many of the similar incidents here. We plane they make them up at all, and they say the pilot switch off the fuel before then take off. And this is quite strange. So anyway, we condolence to those people that will lost their lives. As I say, as always, we jump back to Naya. If you just join me for the first time, you're more than welcome with a different sign, with the Komon-Tok, YouTube, with the Facebook, with the TikTok, with the Instagram, with the time for the back now X. Well, me now, Mr. Komon-Tok, and of course, today now the 13th of July 2025. They can just now the year they done so now the year they done just like that. They can just have comfortable body.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do.
Right, so straight to the point. Of course, we're not getting nothing for we straight to the point. It just, not so. We just, small, the antenna, small favor, not so. Please consider that very important for us as a community. Now they will power, they not so. Sharing is caring. We care about the other people, and somebody be they call on this program regular. What regular family member now is say if only 10%, only 10% of the population of the country they get access to internet and get access to electricity and get access for me they able watch a program saying is that things will have changed long ago. And I want to subscribe to that. You see, it's very difficult for let people encounter YouTube. Saying YouTube will get the largest community. And Facebook, of course, enjoy the catch up then be entire. So people in there really they struggle in many ways for watch long programs or programs unique in the sense we they make them 2 hours. And I mean, just imagine you in a salon for spend that kind of money there for watch, even if the program interesting, you get for think twice, especially if you get for buy rest tomorrow morning, you get for feed, we don't understand. Now make some of them they watch, not all they watch, some of them they watch, mix, but the bulk majority never get access to them program. Yeah. Somebody be don't suggest the translate them by local language you share again and then other tough job now, not too easy job. tough job now, it's tough, and you need more resources, you need people for you that before ever you do the message on day. But anyway, we are getting there small also small. All right, now we jump into the bone of contention. Of course, plenty people go on not to say one time, and we want we need forget our one time. All right, okay, let's do something now. Quick, by just a second. Family with the car. Now, here we. All right. All right. Okay, let's start from this one first. Plenty power. Like I say, when they don't know the development, or some of them don't know this development. In modern time, we don't see how technology don't revolutionize. We don't see how the capabilities. We don't see how public safety concern they come from the government side. Say they need actually for monitor people and conversation. They need for make sure say people and they under control. But again, this new entirely, as I say. If we go into the historical aspect of it, you will see that doing even in the First World War and the Second World War, then we get surveillance issue technique there, where they use for make sure say they able get people enemy lines or maybe recce, then get first will be get them people in the recce where governments they send them recce, and they also then send the telegraph, be the telephone, internet of recent time. All of these governments in one way or the other then find way for make the able bug into themselves for find out actually what are a threat to public safety and how them for actually handle that. So not a new thing. So that's not the historical aspect of it. Now, even if you check after the 9/11, the 9/11 it changed everything drastically. Now, again, I got to take you back to George Orwell, 1984, where I'm sure by then here, if like what they say opposite the turn and grave where the certain thing way be the envisage it turn, because this is a thing where this man be all right. Imagine from 1984 where he put this in book will be go viral, and now we see it in gun style. But this one become opener from the 9/11 where according to the American government, the Al Qaeda bombed the World Trade Center. From there now, they make an open that government get the right to monitor everybody and every citizen, regardless of your privacy. They don't care anymore because security for the paramount. So I don't try for couch connections here, but we go back and come in time. And of course, there are a lot of benefits here. Governments will argue, say they want enhance and prevent terrorism, espionage, like people who they just come up from other country or can spy and for dictate criminal activities along the line, then we will know how this person they. These are some of the brilliant. But when it comes to other side of it, the drawbacks, you notice privacy violations and they, in fact, personal freedom they take them from you, because some person will able to monitor you people and they monitor your conversation where they approve of. And the worst part of it now where they use those monitoring for go after them perceived enemy, potential abuse. And the worst part of we or country will not get that oversight. In other words, people that will actually go hold the government accountable for make sure say yes, then just do the thing, because if there is real threat to national security, other than just using the term, for say we go after her. Now, I count all of these because there is one key factor now one can bring now. Now, like I mentioned earlier on, George Orwell in 1984, they talk about big border, talk about a state, talk about people where they empower, where they control more or less the entire society in manner in which you're unprecedented, and they monitor how you live, how you work, how you make love, all of these. And what and they're not just tap though, they use propaganda, distort the reality, even historical facts them, then they edit them for make them fit into the narrative just for control. And again, he argued in books say without their unnecessary or their absolute power, if citizens not check them, it will cause a lot of problem. That was one of the bestseller there. But again, fast forward to the present, it don't become a norm. Now, plenty of people now they follow international news. I just want to bring all of these before we go actually into the main issue. I'm sure plenty of people now remember the name, what is Khashoggi. Khashoggi, this now a journalist, will be so critical about the royal family now Saudi Arabia. And of course, what did the royal family do? They end up for killer. What will they do? I'm sure, let's just see if we go help yourself follow, remember Khashoggi for just 3 minutes, let people and see where Saudi come up from, and connect them to Salon waiting the happen at the country. Let we just
Chernor Bah, me name again Edmond Abu Jr. from Native Constitution.
It all started with a threat. And then the threat became a reality. According to a new book based on Turkish intelligence, a team of 15 arrives from Riyadh and gathers for one last revision of the plan. The location, the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. The discussion, the murder of prominent Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. A nearby surveillance camera shows Khashoggi entering the Saudi consulate in Istanbul at 1:14 p.m. He is reportedly welcomed by Saudi guards and ushered to the second floor, to the office of the Consul General. Inside, the special team is waiting for him. Among them, Maher Abdulaziz Metreb, a close companion of Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. His role? One last negotiation. He offers Khashoggi 2 options: return to Riyadh or text your son, telling him not to worry if you're out of reach for a while. Khashoggi refuses both. He asks Metreb if they plan to kill him. Metreb makes a phone call. Autopsy tools are reportedly brought into the room and laid out on the consul's desk. Metreb is heard saying, "Not if you cooperate." 5 men then encircle Khashoggi, force a plastic bag around his head, and suffocate him. It's all over within 7.5 minutes.
All right, just a flashback. Not to in talk actually. I just want to connect how governments and they use surveillance for track the enemy, and these are used as spyware where they monitor all of in conversation from the time where it becomes so much more or less like become adamant. I mean, they won us several times, but they might not be they do anything extraordinary for say Bambai. They talk anything outside the fabrication. They create anything wrong. It don't explain the narrative. It don't count alternative narrative from within the Saudi kingdom be they portray in terms of human rights, in terms of controlling people, in terms of everything more or less like defined. Again, it can't we own country now. Now let's see. Now we are waiting the Minister of Information for say about this, so they can just know.
Somebody uses a mobile phone. Now, the person that tried to get somebody's nude, ask them to move to WhatsApp. I think as soon as you move to WhatsApp, you need a number. Now that number has to be registered. This is why, again, government's policy requiring everybody to have NIN.
Sadly, not all numbers are registered.
But
not everyone has a NIN.
But we're going to, on October 1, we'll turn off all numbers without. We've made this clear. We're going to turn off every single number that doesn't have that, so that you will link with that identity and we can find it. But even if you don't have NIN, the government does have the ability now, if you have a phone and you're using that phone, they can track you. They can find where you are, because, especially if you're committing crime. They just have to follow due process to be able to do that. So this policy, what it does is it makes even the law enforcement have a framework by which they can apply that. So we can guarantee press freedom, which is critical, but we can also guarantee individual privacy or reputation. You know, we don't want to live in a country where somebody grab them and say it like amphibian and get away with them, or go online and begin to put this blackmail campaign against you. So we will be able to have the structure to systematically deal with these issues.
Now, what do we know behind the scene? I can put on one document for confirm. So like this, it come as a surprise. It come as a surprise for me, and can publicly admit, say, then they follow even citizens. Even if you don't get the NI name, the national identification number, that INN, if you don't get the NIN, the NIN number, I mean, if you not register under the NIN, then still, as long as you don't use phone, then still get where they track you. Well, I will tell you now, some of the officials say when matter be fire, it catch them. Like I said, some of this information we don't know like a year ago. But again, enough, I can put for you something on the screen. Let you see what we try for connect here. Okay. I'll put for you something on the screen for say government don't spend heavily. And in fact, the opposition, unfortunately for them, then they in this list, then they monitor some of them conversation, and that make certain some of them and keep quiet. They're not talking nothing about the election. You know, they are hidden. A key number of them, then catch them. Marabio use the system here for surveillance and get information from there. Now I put something on your screen. Let's see. First, I'm sure plenty of people remember these documents where Jerry Torres, which is now one of the people where Marabio hire. Now one of the lobbyists there, very expensive lobbyists. This one, very experienced and expensive. Now they hire for in case now America, and also see how it will connect to the American government for make them forget about the 2023 election. When I see the amount will be there a Baku. In fact, they pay this guy. Then they pay this guy almost $895 per hour, and in partners then 695, and they pay in associate them 495. Now the reason why make I even count now something I want to put for now on the screen. All right, so these are the documents. This now the same guy. This documents are by chance. The then ambassador, where now Ambassador Y, where then be fired without even notice. They're not even tell her, and in them be send this too. But this we get them by chance. We don't know if he maybe Naim put on, but we don't know anyway. We get them by chance. But not all till we want to talk about this. I want to just connect the surveillance what we talk about to waiting dip on this. Now, if you check on B, and you say we see A, B, not so A gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't B get 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so no, B get 1, 2. Don't you get C? I just want you pay attention on B. B say strengthen the security of government information technology and cyber capability. One, what in they for do? Establish system, technology, infrastructures to store, protect presidential cabinet and government digital information and data within the network and database to ensure only authorized access, dissemination and utilization. Two, government to develop a government nationwide cybersecurity infrastructure to safeguard presidential cabinet and government information, database, analog and digital networks and communication, including the implementation of a close communication network between the president and key members of the cabinet and other authorized personnel. All right, now that side of the tap. Now, this guy, now be advice on the cybersecurity law, will become an issue back for a lot of people there, where governments use in many times and go against the passive opponents there. And this guy, he count some tools there, what did they use? Now, not only from the government safe. They make us say for a very long time, it'd be difficult for we follow just can't talk without, it can difficult to, sorry, but honestly, it can difficult. Why I overemphasize and so. Because some information, you want code source, but the source not go on because, of course, you need for protect in privacy. If you're not happy for let you say name and for one go too direct. But certain key government officials say when matter be fire, those people then catch them through surveillance. So it clear now. All this, it could be one way for like intimidate the citizens and say, look, we monitor on our calls, we monitor on our talk them. Now, of course, then we argue say for protect people and the liberty, now for let somebody not take you nude, now for let somebody not do this, and for let somebody not blackmail you. But if you listen what the Minister of Information say, it clear what in then they try for talk. I just add that side there before we move on a little.
They can track you with that identity and we can find it. But even if you don't have name, the government does have the ability now, if you have a phone and you're using that phone, they can track you. They can find where you are, because especially if you're committing crime. They just have to follow due process to be able to.
Especially, get the word, especially when you are committing a crime, especially when you are committing a crime. That's how English you talk. It's simple. We're able to translate them for you now. What it means also, even if you know they commit a crime, even if you are not committing a crime, they could still follow you. They could still lay down, surveillance and then watch you and then maybe track you. Anything where they feel say then go able to do. If you're not a person of interest, people that don't disappear in the country where you will never know about them. There are people that were key people there before now where there are key people that don't disappear. Not through them inside and catch them. And even so the point where the type of talks to, even this one of the there are certain people who don't disappear through phone calls, through their conversation. I'm not going to name the names now, but certain ministers who see the fire, who reports now phone, now through their communication, they become critical of the government. They raise some concern. Then they talk with people them outside of the realm, or then catch them. Well, they are the story down there. So this is how terrible, how dangerous the society they become. People and they argue, say, instead of them people there, they rally for improve the lives of the people there. Instead, then they go after them perceived enemies. Then perceive dissidents. Nobody know for talk, nobody know for harass you. Not simply none of that. But all of this, and they try for set the stage for 2024, 2028. Now that's made them they set the stage to all. So again, not only about too much on that, as soon as I don't see that now one of the issue with the George Orwell by then turn and grave, it would turn with in this age where they talk, it don't become even worse now to a point that you're uncontrollable, you're unbelievable. And absolute power corrupts absolutely. If we not get, we not get the oversight, we not get the legal means, the judiciary itself not independent, we not get that kind of parliament there for ask and question. Law we how defend the fine balance because we're not saying enough for monitor because like terrorism, for example. But a government like this where the trust level between them and the citizen is super low, then definitely if they can't then time the message here, you must get for ask question, put question mark because you know them. You know all right, guys, we go look at and on top of this more threats they come up from the government. Listen again from the ONS boss.
The National Security Coordinator, head of ONS. We will begin check now. We don't get ID card. We will make sure say the law will deal with you. Koka, the National Security Coordinator, head of ONS. We will begin check now. We don't get ID card. We will make sure say the law will deal with you.
All right, that's not the ONS boss. If you don't get ID card, the law will bet you. Like I said, this we don't talk. I don't know if in a madness. I don't know if in a lack of maybe empathy. People and they go through a lot in the country. Not to tell them make free. If not free, they make and people in the stubborn for go take her, then the law go taking cause. But there's a safe here. There's a safe there on multiple conversation on record for admitted things are extremely difficult for the average Sierra Leonean. So why una for say if somebody not able get, you get for choose between buying ID card and then feeding or eat for that day. You get for choose. So sometimes you know they understand if you don't get they really get human heart. Why una go say una go use the law against people who don't get ID card? Where una know the country how it turn. If not free una provider like I say earlier on. This is simple. Then we all got to support the government. Yes, if somebody not take the ID card, let the law take in cause because they don't provide them free. Okay, now you what the police say?
Because the automatic national ID card, access to services do not tap to the ID card. You have police clearance for the ID card. You have character check for the ID card.
All right, so the police herself, you know, just tap national, even the police. The law enforcement agencies wouldn't get for use the army, the police, a compulsory for them. You must get for get her. If you don't get her, yeah, you know, which is you know, denying your car access. Again, common sense supposed to prevail, not so, but we'll say. Anyway, now we just move on a little bit from that side. I'm sure people and with this news, it just boil now the social media. Now we put some for now. Now yeah. Plenty conversation beyond they go on for quite some time regarding who that get for lead the race, who that get for lead all the flag for the SLPP. Now a very highly contested race list for them. We see this list they circulate in our social media, and where it appear for be authentic. Again, subject to further verification. According to this one, they say names of 2028 SLPP flag bearer aspirants. One, Alhaji Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo, whether the vice president, himself one be president. Mohamed Fuad Dabo, director general, NASIT, himself one be president. Dr. Mohamed Sidi Tunis, where na parliamentarian Sierra Leone, himself one be president. Fatima Bio, the first lady, himself one be president. Dr. David Moina Senge, the chief minister, himself one be president. Mr. I don't say I'm clear. Okay, I see the last one. Money. Okay, anyway. Lansana, the last one I say clear anyway. Former chairman SLPP USA, himself one be president. Alhaji Musa Tarawali, a businessman, himself one be president. Mr. Francis Ben Kaifala, ACC boss, himself one be president. Dr. Ali Kaba, himself one be president, politician. John Oponjo Benjamin, politician, himself one be president. This one, I know this sent to clear. Andrew something like okay. Andrew Juya Kai, the commissioner. Wow. Wow. I'll pause. I'll pause. Anyway, Salon people will not suffer it at all. Nothing. No, nothing. Not smoke. The guy, Boli Josie man. He say want be president. Bully Josie, man, you want be president. What a joke. What a joke. Hey, hey God. Hey. Bobo, Andrew J. Kai, Commissioner for National Drug. Bully Josie, man, you want be president. Yeah? Ha, my good God. Anyway, let's continue. Mr. Abdullahi Kadiru Kaikai, politician, himself want be president. Remember, Kadiru, when I say if you're not making president, it will bring down one of the country, the likes of which we have never seen. And Alhaji Dr. Kande Yumkela, NIG boss, himself want be president. Mr. Usman Alpha Timbo, Commissioner, National Commission, himself want be president. Alhaji that is Timothy Musa Kaba, the foreign minister, himself want be president. Mohammed, okay, I don't see the last Asakoy, Commissioner General NCRA, himself want be president. Professor David Francis, politician. Who's one is this? Are the former chief minister? Yeah, himself want be president. Would I get like something? I don't see this one like something Ibrahim, something Ibrahim Soare. Okay. Anyway, himself want be president. Oh man. We're not talking that, like we're not go deep into there, you understand? Because each of these guys will go for dig deep into them and find out more. But we don't waste too much, not waste we with energy, we bullet pankodo. This is not just a wouldn't say preparation preamble. So we therefore just play a little bit of less, no, we not too much pay. We wait until they don't finalize. Then that whoever is gonna be, then that person we don't hold on, not so we don't hold on. We do research, better one. And what will happen, therefore happen again. But one key thing, and now the thing that makes sense. Why make the first lady be very, very, very adamant in not be one slay and Senge anyway compete? Now taking her back into history, quick one. It be the denying say want, it be the denying say more or less it be a pretend anyway. It be the pretend like say want, it be the pretend one way. But again, listen, what they come.
Play wrong. If nobody no one for talker, me are the talker. The party need to be together, not divided. The party at this moment, not a division we they look for, not togetherness we they look for. Because we get a leader where they can deliver, and one day talk something where not do. Everything where you don't talk, say it they do. Everything, opportunities and where you don't say, I will do this for my country, it don't make sure say it don't do them. So let we focus on them positivity then they. Let we begin to talk about them positivity then they. Me know they campaign for nobody. I know they campaign for nobody. And the reason why I say I know they campaign for nobody, because Mother be, one day tell me it's saying seats don't vacant. One day tell me that one day. And because Mother be not tell me say in seats don't vacant, and that because the seat don't vacant, somebody else for take a seat, then what in our rush? Una they make like for say I be not tell people they say I can una kalo go contest. No, I'm not contesting for Mother be in seats because he's still sitting there. He still sit on in seat. I beg. The one that we want for be president also, you want for be president, and when you be president, you want for let people then respect you. So before you serve the be president, respect the president we sit on in seat right now. There is a president sitting, and that president did not announce it in seat vacant for anybody. So this mago business here, this jom business here, we really need for pipe down a little bit. Because at the end of the day, when the time come, where everything happen, now we again as a party, now we they come back together. Whoever the person be, whoever another person, where that person they will don't decide, say, okay, this person here, yes, indeed, now in they can lead. We all the
Fumble, it don't stop for play. When they get time. Lowy rush, but Lowy rush. I want Lowy gets the full one. let's play this other one. Thank God we get her in twofold.
We all get for rally with that person.
Okay.
Sitting. And that president did not announce in seat vacant for anybody. So this mago business here, this jom business here, we really need for pipe down a little bit. Because at the end of the day, when the time come, where everything happen, now we again as a party, now we they come back together. Whoever the person be, whoever now that person, where that person they will don't decide, say, okay, this person here, yes, indeed, now in they can lead. We all they rally with that person. We all get for rally with that person. But what is the rush? It is 2024. 2024, just in case if some people not able for checking the calendar, go back to your calendar and check. We are in 2024. You get 2025, you get 2026, you get 2027, and 2028 before election. Now what is the rush? Una and God don't talk. Una and God don't make plan. Una and God don't decide on waiting they happen. So why are we making drama for no reason? Why would they create so much drama we're not supposed for day where we all na SLPP and we all want what is best for the SLPP. We all want for the SLPP succeed. We all want for the SLPP continue for day in power. So waiting at this whole in trouble for. Now beg me the beg una duya. You where they support me, drop it. You where they support Senge, drop it. Senge is not the president of Sierra Leone. Senge is the chief minister of Sierra Leone, where they work on Mother BOE mandate. Under Mother BOE mandate. Do you mean a big at the big one? Me not a president of Sierra Leone. Me not just the first lady of this country we married to Mother BOE. And they do my own thing.
All right, so a lot of people in argue say if they actually no, well, I result into Corridor Holdings, this beef, this internal personal conflict to them gets in the chief minister result into more than 1,000 plus people that will lost their job because they want show supremacy for control Chernor because of impolitical ambition. He won't become president. You know, and nobody again for go more or less become any sort of like a contender na Chernor. And we now see the result. We see now this list. If we forgo by this list from what you see, so this, like I say, subject to verification, but you appear for be authentic. Well, Mother Fatima Bio named it as president, and of course, these we go follow those stories. Now, another thing where I just want to mention, Fambulen, before we come to Edmond Abu and Emerson. I'm sure plenty people know this name where we don't call this Fatima, Dr. Fatima Babi. Fatima Babi gets a very strong passion for support young people and for support for Tima, for orphan, for Toma. I mean, the less privileged people away more or less than they neglect in society. Getting your foundation, they're doing well. And I don't say many times it don't kind of Komon-Tok here, I don't go now weird. Right? There was a case where they follow for quite some time. You can imagine. I'm not gonna read that all because it's long, but I will just take some of the key patterns and just see what happened at the country. Urgent request immediate intervention needed in long delayed child rape case. 3 adult men in the city of Bo gang rape a 16-year-old girl. 3 years later, now 16, the child is 16, she's still waiting for justice. And our rapists remain free while our judicial system continues to re-traumatize her through endless adjournments. So what's in Fatima Babi they talk? This now again a case where 3 young men then gang rape a 16-year-old. Now you go ask, now boy up, you ask, what's the answer of our girls they talk? What did they say? The first lady say the champion because of particularly the young one. Then she was all over the world, all over the place. I mean, saying empty words where they reflect in the reality. For example, this is not a perfect case. Now, a perfect case. 3 young men then rape one 16-year-old. That was 3 years ago. 30-day justice no able, then the Pekin able get justice. The people that will commit the crime, the 3 men them, they don't left them. Whilst each time that they adjourn this case every now and then, imagine they keep on adjourning a rape case for 3 good years. If not to influential people and partake, or maybe people will get connection, maybe now see what he then do. Komon-Tok. Komon-Tok not just a suspect. They not able to prove no. Then catch and the suspect what he then do. The rest they found one guilty before remember. Now pandemic would. Also, of recent time, we see one Lebanese, what's the Lebanese name again? Now remember, I don't follow that case deeply. Where he said they are accused for a camp underage picking them, where it's it gets affairs with them, they sex with them, and then can go to police and grant and bail. So people they compare. But this guy, in fact, those picking and then they put that on video. That we are evidence, tangible evidence. Unlike Komon-Tok, when nobody gets any sufficient evidence, but because of the political the powers that be, then send and go Padema Road, a go language day. Again, it's not about Komon-Tok. They try to draw the attention to waiting Fatima Babi they talk about. They don't follow this case for 3 good years. Seems as if justice not they happen at all. Now, where all this they be, we see teachers then get cry. I want to cut for you one short video, and these teachers, they are helpless. These teachers, they are helpless. So he points that the free quality education. What did they say now? Free quality education. And not seem to be the case. Let's just count something for now. I'll say, yeah, all right, fine. Hold on, sir. Now listen this one first before we come with Edmond Yon and as well as Emerson. What they can just now.
Family una I do. Una how they listen to this my message, I dey beg for God, now for person to reach to Papa government. We all know say government of Salone, they don't bring free education at this country. And the free education to go by the school fee subsidy where them be they pay.
Yeah, I don't know why they play. Oh, but I'll be honest, this then guy in case it very, very painful. Family and dear, I want them to listen to this. I don't know why they play. I don't know why. I hope so we will download that manually. Let's just do okay. Not blame the witch man, they're not so. Not firm people and for blame. If you don't want to take responsibility, so let the witch man suffer now. Okay.
Family una I do. Una how they listen to this my message, I dey beg for God, now for person to reach to Papa government. We all know say government of Salone, they don't bring free education at this country. And the free education to go by the school fee subsidy where them be they pay. But this time around, the government of Salone don't owe the principal, the headmasters for 2 times where they know they pay school fee subsidy. And this school fee subsidy this time around, the ministry say each school for produce in approval letter where the ministry we don't give them, and which of course some school don't take over 20 years, some school don't take over 100 years, some school then from the time we own part they were born, we then not born yet, some school then they from the 1905, some of them schools then they will side and they get the approval. The Ministry of Education at the district then self the struggle, they not get any copy of school approval letters. If the ministry, when I will minister at the district, not get them, you go ask that principal or the headmasters for say bring you document, who say go pull up. And for this, the ministry, I think they don't hold on to the payment until then say the school then get the acceptance letter where the ministry we don't give them, which of course then the ministry itself not able for producer. So with the big government for making series in and pay them people there then subsidies. Papa government do I would beg you. Me where they talk to una mean a crops of watch I look for, and mean the national coordinator for crops of watch Sierra Leone. My name na Alaji Abu Kuruma. I give me name last because I want people know the issue I want to talk, not to me name matter. Now the issue I they talk now. So the group, anybody where they get this information, may reach to Papa government say would they advocate for the principals them, would advocate for the teachers them, all the school authorities, the school management, for make the government series in and release the school fee subsidy for 2 terms. Imagine a school they can lock so. We corrupts of war Sierra Leone get for the supersede some of them schools there where they give out report card without ask the people for pay money. Parent not for pay nothing for results if you get them free. If who self the exercise who write against them, it's like who self need for advocate for the government for that the government series in and pay them their subsidy and on time. So Papa government, Minister of Education, we are come on the drawing board again and say, I ready for give now time and we'll go find another idea, we'll go come because when I get database, so I know say school approved. That database, you go check on that one day and see say how they go able to get the acceptance letter back. If you not help them, you want.
All right. So again, there are a lot of schools then where they on this. As I tell now, some of them contact me privately behind the scene where for more than two terms they don't get them. Some of them to 3 terms, some of them are 1 term, then give them. They're not because and then they're not even allow them for let themselves run more or less like for collect money because they don't. If you collect, you ask money from the beginning for pay certain thing, then they report you and a crime in itself. But the government itself will say then they support the free quality education as you know, there not seems to be matching up to their responsibility. The reason we make we with caution a little bit because there are a lot of schools, but the people that will really get the issue, people are afraid for talk, not afraid for the talk like the tina, even for can help them for can propagate this. When I give you the documents, now we can show the people and say no people are still afraid and say they're afraid. I know this interest baffles me, but when I see this guy finally, he put this video, I say, oh well, we can put because we want to put truly. I know so now they watch me. When they watch me now, we truly sincerely we want help now. We want to let this thing come out, but we're not going to help now for just talk. We want to let people and see the other evidence. See school A with a cover. We don't tell now. It's not. We're not there. It's not to say like we force on say that this. Oh, we don't have time for sure now. Waiting the people of Komon-Tok don't they used to evidence. If I'm name saying they cover sensitive information. All the sensitive information they cover. Well, let people then see no more. But if you will not get enough evidence, we'll go just talk like any random talk. But anyway, this guy with him video now, I'm sure maybe other people and we share it will go viral again. Now we're taking waiting Edmond Abu.
I know some family and vex all over the place. People and vex, everybody they vex, say transport Pierre Longkandong and Minister of Transport no one put the price down. Everybody vex. Well, President Bio, over to you. You people them, Sierra Leonean them vex all over the country. Government we don't put pressure, we advocate the fair reduction revolution. Don't put the price down by the special grace of God. Nobody not now the first thing is this happen in Africa. Outside they put the price down, not to government intervention. Meanwhile, the government price is still 27, and of course, no say PRA the shame, PRA don't afraid, PRA price still and the shameful thing that even the government vehicle they can buy at 24, 25. Why is PRA prices? We don't come to pay PRA. Anyway, Fambula, I just can't tell now for look like how it reflects. But before that, Fambula, I can go to Facebook with Edmond Abu, YouTube, Native Consortium. Una go tell me how una own calculation here from Freetown to Cambia, Makeni, Kono. How it go look like? One for you go to na on our own feedback here. So this is not the second season, episode 1, Minister of Transport. I for look like. So Fabulem, actually, we said the peer price don't go, it don't reduce by 20%. I can prove on yeah? It's very simple. You see, almost every day at 30 news. Almost you don't count to 24. So 30 minus 24, you go to 6 news. So now 6 news reduction. When you take out the 6 news, I go put that in percentage wise. So for me uncle, na mafoki, understand. 6 divided by 30, that's one will give 20. So now 20% reduction now in the fuel price all over. Meaning all sea and transport, whether care, Okada, bike, ferry, boats. So Fabula, let's take on again now to this slide. You see, fare reduction matrix. You see how the price should reflect on the all means of transport. Now we target. You see, formula. Don't put the slide for now. You see, when I see keke, so meaning go down, this go better. When I this 9, the Minister of Transport they deprive Sierra Leonean them for. Not to put the price down. You have to understand some money by fail. So formula. Let's take on to the next slide. Yeah. You see, I don't show the calculation. I don't pass the calculation. Now 20%. You see, 20%. I don't show now. When I will see 20%. I don't pass that side. So now 20%. So let's see how they reflect by class of column. Now look into keke. No, look into column. Waka fine bus. So any distance where they pay 10 euros, for instance, pole to pole from Calbato to bus station, you understand? Now 10 euros. Keke, that distance where they pay 10 euros. Bike, that distance they pay 10 euros. How if you look like now? If they take how do you the calculation formula for you they listing me? It's simple. Just take 20% times 10. So meaning all keke distance what can find for the 8 euros now. Don't forget very serious means of transport. You understand? So now then you come to the town service, poda taxi, keke, for instance, for Company Road for Canalong, for instance, now 5 euros. New road from short distance now 5 euros. Look like now 20% times 5. Now it will give you 1 euro. So when you reduce 1 euros minus 5, it will give you 4 euros. So all distance when you pay 5, now it will be 4 euros. Now so it will look like now, yeah. Now so it will reflect. And from 1961 to now so always transport price when go up, we put the candle. Now let's go to the next slide. Now take upline distance. Let's say Bo and McKinney 120. You see, so if you take 20% per 120, just calculate cost of time, it will give you something like 24 because of the round. Say meaning from here to McKinney now, it will cost 95 euros. You see, for the students, the way they McKinney. Now big news for the students in Abu, now big news. So meaning not to 25. Well, Mr. Fande and the Minister of Transport, they deprive Sierra Leoneans by extension President Bill. You understand? So meaning also for support by now, because now the transport, the peer reduction, they benefit only the drivers, the keke, now they know what they any benefit is average Sierra Leone. I wonder what think government in there for now. So now 95, yeah. Go now to the ferry. Ferry, for instance, the Bobo Jama not to first class, so now 26. For Komon-Tok green for Kana ferry terminal. 26 we take 20%, they give something like 5.2 because of the change in the roundup. So meaning for Bobo Jama ferry now in order to 26 million going for cost. It will be 20. Same with Yago Jet for going about all sea transport for Kandong. So now so it look like yeah. So you go calculate now for go Kono, from here to Kono, from Freetown to Kono. For instance, both to Keneman are 20% of that they get auction, they give 40. So by right, both to Keneman are 40. So the people of Bo and Keneman now ask President Biya in the Minister of Transport, why? Waiting at the problem. Yeah? You come out to so basically now so it look like for all means of transportation, all for go down. Mr. Minister of Transport, what will do you? Now crime for the you make you minister. What have we done? What is Sierra Leone? You go all over the place. Everybody they complain about this fuel price. Why? Because we get a minister. Well, I can understand. Some of them are in by fuel. Now cheap the day. Some of them are President Bill. You get certain people they say one country. Now for them one pocket.
All right. So again, I think this it don't happen for quite many times. Most of the people who can benefit now the transport owners. Fuel can go down. They affects. They reflect to the ordinary people. But when fuel go up, They see quickly the transport owners or the drivers and increase the price. I think there should be this balance, fairness, very, very important. If fear alone go down, that magnitude, like just like we don't do the calculations, by 20%, at least let it feel, because fear not going to go down like just like that forever. Now it fluctuates depending on the market's the demand and supply. I think it happen. Global crisis can happen. Maybe war can take place. Other things can happen. You go up back. So the moment where the fear don't go down a little bit for people, I think this is not a joke for debate safe. You know, negotiate with safe. Therefore, just let the team go down the play. All right. So anyway, Edmond Abu, thank you for taking this. Guy, we don't they do a very good job. The country, we don't the team up for the ordinary people. In many of the videos, we don't see them. Anyway, this are the last one tonight. I'm sure plenty people now don't they follow this story. Honestly speaking, this story we not kind yesterday. We saw our channel we had. Now we had now the mix ever getting case. Now I say okay, make her go check. I see Emma seeing the struggle for gain relevance. Me take Naya, this guy in need help. People don't understand what this mean. Emerson need help. That guy is traumatized. You see, forget about if you watch, just follow around throughout yesterday. Watch the way be the all of the thing the way them try. They know say this person is depressed. Depression now one of the silent killer where a lot of people need to talk about. It's real. Depression don't mean say past person put to assist. Depression don't mean say past person begin to have it really affects, particularly we Monday. We Africans and generally we not like for share. Like what I can say, problem share is problem solved. We not like we like for keep ourselves. Even if somebody gets sick, where the money around, it go keep on to himself until what time pass Gary before he talk. So what are the type of talk? Emerson puts this one. It's the same way how I set smarts when me mende brothers and sisters then are power. Now the same way back I go lock mot when me limba team ni fula kriyo mande go lock up brothers and sisters them can have power. The other post he puts this not just two, there be plenty. He said the iron not ever straight. The iron not be ever, the iron not the bend not so. He said, well, in fact, now they say the iron don't bend. No, the iron not ever straight in the first place. So how you go bend? Okay. Oh yeah, me rare boy like me now much no more pa me we kalu so I beg you ba now God in grace and mercy no more they cover me. I'll come back to I did tell you say this guy is depressed. You see, attention in itself, particularly we don't reach that kind peak, we don't reach that kind status, like a symbol of authority in the musical field, as an idol, as a superstar. When he talk, people they listen. When he talk, they see respect. When you everybody want to listen, everybody, you see, arrogance and pride, you know, when somebody they proud, because proud and pride are two different. When somebody they feel big of himself, you understand, where he can feel big of himself, say, without me, you know they do nothing. Without me, the nation they move. Without me, then they feel her. And some people then they reward you, and again, then they punish you in different way. One thing I can say, in as much as people and they look say Salon people we quick for forgive, and we fool, we stupid. Not all time. Salon people, Salon are not fool. It just that sometimes we late for react. We too emotional. Emerson they can feel the pain because in music there now I know more they sing there, I know more they dance there. Now in one of him posts, he say it will find other people that they listen music, not just so they operate. You people now they get for sell you, Davido them. Where you read and sing big, the P Square them, the Two Face them, and then the others this now you people now they get for hype you. even if you're not good that good day, if you people hype you, the international community or the international stage, they not get no option but for take you. The Bonner boy there. Now they get for hype. We don't listen there. The whiskey there. We don't listen to music there. Now they country there. And this is why even Musa Emaside so today, now salon people are hype. Now we hype because people let me feel say stand for the record say me na the last man standing. Me na the iron one of the bend. But it now in killing Kenya, like I say, now in killing Kenya. He just look for no good reason. He feels so big but himself. He say I know they talk for salon people. But guess what? Now a privilege. Emerson, not to you right for talk for salon people. Just consider that a privilege. Now a privilege. Just like all the CS there. Not to sabi talk. Not to go, not to school, not to school because I go school. Not because of this. No, far from that. Now a privilege what people and give we. Now privilege, let's just repeat and privilege. Now a privilege for can't listen to we. Now pure privilege that I make no abuse at all. For like you they get tens of thousands of people and they watch you each month. Roughly, would they get more than 400,000 views? You can imagine that more than 400,000 views now they get. So now privilege not to me right. Other platform than they, but people then choose for kind of Komon-Tok. Am I right? I am the first person for like can listen to me. No, look at that platform that they do well. For example, we had now first and the first people and for go watch. No, now privilege. Komon-Tok now privilege for Turkey. We had now privilege for the also not to be right now privilege. We do this as obligation for salon people, but not to rights for let people and power papa can listen we. So what are the time for talk? Emerson for let people and be listen, sing your song, send, embrace you. Not to you right. Now a privilege salon people and you. Not to say that you sabi sing. No. Now you trust people and choose. Ah God. How many what them be they come up? Where them be do those then there's them. There are a lot of talented singers then, rappers then, artists there. When they able shine, then they able shine. If you sing, you just say get talent. Then they play music. Everybody they say this music fan, but you know they shine. Why? So not to sabi sing past all man make it shine. Oh. It's just what's in a privilege. Now so it can happen. Sometimes it's not about Uda Sabi, it's about Uda the people that accept. Again, like in this media, it's not about Uda maybe get 200 degrees, 500 degrees, study journalism, go BBC, go CNN. It's about Uda the people that accept. And so the music industry there, MRC, not to you that they be best. You just said no that. There are people that will sing far better than you, where they do better than you in time, then get talent past you, but they're not able to shine. So what are the time for talk? You kill the career. Now you're the first people you do this deliberately for provoke conversation, for let page get relevant, for let them go watching music. But I check nothing, people are not they pay because you see how the algorithm they work. People are actually need for the share content before then they push out. But if person and go on and not share, then itself, I know that engagement, they move the algorithm faster than how it's supposed to move on. Of course, yes, yesterday a lot of people can go actually page. Some of you views them where you get, then go a little bit, then increase, but you don't lose your respect. I go say this because consistency matter in any way they do. And people are just tired. If the politician deceive the people, team up, you'll be one of the person will be team up back. They talk for the people. If you yourself calm, you turn against the people. What you let people do? Let them for praise you again. The music way they sing, you say don't change your way of singing. Well, now for singer for other people, salon people, no, na Creole na Bembeshke na what politics you go dance with yourself, go find people the singer. For we go dance for you, you don't pull the album, so you go see how I go play for you. You see, so just a lot drop promote now on this one. But honestly, that guy he need help. And the repeater, Emerson need help. He really depressed because the attention will be getting at it, you not get again. The relevance will be get, you not get again. You not relevant again at the music institute. In fact, like I said, don't forget for a very long. As soon as we had to make accounts. I go watch. A lot of people indeed, you know, exist. People don't move on. People don't care. You know, you talk, you don't talk. People in the move. You know, so people don't care. For God's sake, man. So you just unbug yourself. You just unbug yourself, and now you can't take. You want gain the. I mean, you know, like anyway. Don't waste too much time, but we enjoy your music. Honestly speaking, with you, your music be nice. We play them, we enjoy them, nice. But for God's sake, whoever advise you, for let you keep quiet, you hope say something we go use. I think if now person listen advice, or maybe out of your pride, proud you feel you ego, you feel say me not the king, everybody is that me brother, I think you make one of the biggest mistake like here. Because even if you sing politics now, people don't care. Even if you go back, you begin to sing against JMB right now, begin sing against that, people don't care. They don't care. You single, no problem. You not single, no problem. No hard feelings. I don't they analyze how the thing that's how me feel. You single, you know, mean nothing to people like that now. You know, single because people they say the people that already don't suffer. Don't the people that don't suffer. The time we say angry, you know, get food. The time maybe they you know, they can fair for it now. You can't say look food. No, the time them be need your voice to be critical. It be extremely important. It critical, but you choose for be silent. Anyway. Now we come on the international, the African news. Unfortunately, as I say, Buhari don't lost, Nigeria don't lost a big man. Buhari is gone, is gone, is gone. All right, so now we share Antona, now share the.
Was a military dictator turned Democrat. In 2015, he took the oath of office as a president elected by the people. And as the first presidential candidate to defeat a sitting leader, it was a remarkable moment in the country's history. It was in 1983 that he first ruled the country, taking power in a coup. As a young officer, he rapidly rose through the army ranks during a time when Nigeria was experiencing frequent regime changes. When he came to power, the economy was in turmoil and official corruption was rampant. He vowed to come down hard.
Fraud, indiscipline, corruption, squandermania.
His time in power is best remembered for campaigns against what he called squandermania, but also for human rights abuses. But the general who promised to clean up the system didn't last long. After 20 months, he was himself ousted in a coup. It was only after the restoration of democracy in Nigeria at the turn of the century that Muhammadu Buhari once again became a prominent figure in public life. Never a natural politician, he was seen as aloof and austere, but he retained a reputation for personal honesty, a rare feat for a politician in Nigeria.
Corruption has virtually been developed into a culture in Nigeria. From the day we are sworn in as a government, anybody who abuses trust will be called to account.
After 3 failed attempts, he was elected the country's leader for 2 consecutive terms. His time in office coincided with a slump in global oil prices and the country's worst economic crisis in decades. His administration also came under fire for its handling of insecurity. Whilst campaigning, he promised to defeat the extremist group Boko Haram. He had some success. Security improved in the northeast of the country, and he subsequently oversaw the return of over 100 out of nearly 300 schoolgirls kidnapped in Chibok in 2014. But after a spate of recent attacks in Borno State, Boko Haram remains an ever-present threat to the country. And under Buhari's watch, armed forces were accused of human rights abuses, like opening fire on anti-police brutality protesters at the Lekki toll gate in Lagos in October 2020. To his critics, his rigid military style and economic policies did more harm than good. But to his supporters, he was a stern yet honest leader who tried to bring order to an often fractious and chaotic country.
All right, that are the sorest parts of African leaders. They not develop the health infrastructure in the countries that they. Then prefer when they sick, then travel abroad for medication. Look, I can die. You can die in England, yeah. In London, you can die. Where a country like Nigeria, with the abundance of oil, where God give them for don't get state of the heart hospital there, where they don't even fly with, they don't even fly for cancer medical service now any part of the world except specialized one. But we know some majority of them they need for Canada for cancer in America, Germany, or UK, Europe. Same way to Salon. We leaders them, we politicians them, when they sick now board. When they sick now board. So consider the amount of money where you spend for Naya for men can treat you. What if we institute the right policy? We put the right investment, we create the right infrastructure. Why you will spend money? That made them content they get richer and better than us because we know they develop we institutions there. We know they help yourself. Okay, you go say I don't know, maybe it's until not get. What about the ECOWAS? The ECOWAS not able to come together and build a regional hospital, state of the art, where any member state, any person, referral, a center, we are in everything running for flight come out of ECOWAS block. This guy said, ah, my God. Anyway, I'll take you to the world map, world news, with the campus now.
To piece together a full picture, early findings of the Air India crash are pointing towards a critical area of concern, the aircraft's fuel control switches. The switches pictured here in the preliminary report are designed in such a way that they are unlikely to be transitioned accidentally, pointing to human error.
The takeoff was normal. The aircraft rotated at the correct speed and left the ground. And almost immediately, the cut-off switches were selected to off, 1, then 2. But nobody has said with any clarity whether or not the latch mechanisms worked okay on this particular aircraft. We can only assume that they were in normal working order, in which case you have to make a deliberate action to lift them up and move them.
According to the report by India's Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau, Engine 1 and Engine 2 fuel cutoff switches transitioned from run to cutoff position, one after the other with a time gap of 1 second. It goes on to say in the cockpit voice recording, one of the pilots is heard asking the other, why did he cut off? The other pilot responded that he did not do so. Moments later, a mayday call from the cockpit before the aircraft crashed. But aviation safety expert Captain Amit Singh is not entirely convinced.
That is kind of directing towards human factors and moving away from technical failures. Again, there is a lack of data here in terms of the CVR transcript. There was a gap of 10 seconds between when the fuel control switches were cut off, and then put to run. So what was happening in those 10 seconds? What was the conversation between the pilots? Because there would have been certain failures which would have shown on the ICAS, the central monitoring system.
The report mentions the aircraft maintenance checks were on schedule and there are no signs of fuel contamination or bird strike, and that both pilots had adequate rest and breathalyzer tests were done in the morning. The pilots were experienced with around 19,000 flying hours between them, including more than 9,000 on the 787.
I don't think we should jump into any conclusions on this. I truly believe we have the most wonderful workforce in terms of pilots and the crew in the whole world.
The final report will probably take a year, but meanwhile, families grapple with the unimaginable loss of loved ones in one of the worst disasters in India's aviation history. Neville Lazarus, Sky News.
Right. Okay. This very tragic and of course, the investigation they still continue. We don't reach a little bit of off the time working. We don't go far than necessary. We'll have the program here. If you just join me, we want to tell you plenty thank you. Today we look at government of Salon. They begin the surveillance and citizens, and then they monitor for find bad people and people and look at and say this will lead to potential abuse. And of course, we also talk about the Edmond Abu, the fuel crisis. Now the country wants him for benefits the people in it. And we also talk about the flag bearer ship race seems to be making the headway. And well, we'll can give you the platform. They can read in our comments there, and then we can give you the mic as well. Me and Mr. Komon-Tok will take 1 minute 48 seconds. We can open the line, and of course, we give you the platform for talk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to a sweet mama's alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in, Komon-Tok.
All right, so yes, we don't kind of the other side of the program, and now you turn for talk. That now the number now there, you will call any of the case that where we discuss, where you get interest. Of course, you're more than welcome. All right, so now we come on the comment side. Daniel, they say, MRC in quiet because SLPP is in power. It cannot sing. Now, this one it come up from Binti say everything gets ending. Mohammed Buhari don't die. Make Allah Ganta and Jannah to Firdaus. And this one they say I saw Samura Kamara, oh my God, lose a lot of weight. And this one they come out can
the first thing I want to talk about now on MRC issue. Komon-Tok, Mr. Komon-Tok, if you know say we MRC be the sing. Most of the time, it sing more against APC than SLPP. For example, now watch a first album, Bawobele. Watch the president we call, call I call her Albert Magai and Milty Magai. He call Shaki Big Nose, Momo Big Nose, all the APC people and I see a sing but later in second album. He can sing against Anes Koma. Then we don't show we say this man has who a man will be the protected tribe. Now when tribe don't come up, I want to say Emerson not sing against SLPP. Pakaba is not sing against Tamu because he sing against Pakaba because Pakaba Toto Mende. He sing against Anes because Toto Mende. When in born and Kaiser now, you see where he set much. So that made now clear proof. That man they don't tell. The second issue I want to talk about, we talk about more, we don't look minimize at this platform, but the president is a trouble one. Mr. Komon-Tok, I don't know if anti-corruption or them opposition not there, because I don't know what they stand for flag there show. We want for them to ask questions now. For example, now the same private jet way Fatima Bill use, a fly go to Maryland, the plane park for them. A fly back with that plane there, he go to New York for go do in JMB issues them. That plane there as a council in August self, 9 president use back so for go to Equatorial Guinea. So I don't know if in that will get the plane bar or if in how they pay. I don't understand because remember I want
it's a very good question, my brother. It's a very good question.
Say if now plane bar or na let's say entry, because the people who get that plane now, they will glad you because the profit they make now it pass back. Can you imagine? Firstly, the user always in all land safe. President don't take the same plane for go Equatorial Guinea.
My brother, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you. We go add another voice, but it's a brilliant question anyway. I really appreciate that. Yes, we'll take another voice. We get concern, Sierra Leonean.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, thank you so much for the good work. This is not concern Sierra Leone, the call from the US.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
You see, I did listen to the Minister of Information when they talk about, say the reason why make the one for push for this security issue, with they interfere with people and cell phone and all that stuff. Then they now because of now only one example they give for somebody in nude pictures and all that stuff. Then they. But they not talk about the people and where then they take advantage of just because of they're not in line with SLPP.
Yeah.
When they condemn the wrong thing, them say they will use, then system how then they put in place so for they go after them people and they we see in the likes of our homes, Zainab Sharif and all them people and they, where then go after. What about if now people we not in line with them, they not go take that advice. Then people then they deceive people and too much. Now they mon me. Then they try to deceive people and now because of this. But you and me know very well, say not so because of that one day.
Yeah.
Now for the muscle people and let people continue for the keep quiet.
Yeah.
Let people continue for the keep quiet. One to take on me with them people. Like always they ask me if them people are not they know say go come with themselves get for go now opposition. That them bad lawyer with them they bring counsel it go get for affect themselves tomorrow. We want a constructive criticism. We want tomorrow with them come out go opposition. Let themselves able for stand up and criticize whatever government way they come. Like they know they just they don't know more they bring law say then they muscle opposition people we know they support the very very wrong. And lastly they are now they forget about this drug Lord will get now we country. Lord not forget what at all because you don't smell we country. Thank you so much. God bless you.
And God bless you too. Thank you for joining us. Okay, we'll take another voice. Okay, we don't miss this one. All right, line still open. All right, let me move a little bit on the comment side whilst we wait for calls then. This one they come out from bifocal. They say Bill's regime is in panic mode to avoid accountability for the heinous crimes and egregious corruption they have committed over the years. Sierra Leoneans should not embrace failure and corruption. This one, they say the government has no money to spend, so they want to raise money from all sectors and the public. Mother, stop flying with your wife with the private jet. Look at your neighbor, how their economy is good. We'll take another voice. Yes, caller, where's that call from?
Hello?
Yeah, where's that call from?
The call from Freetown.
Yes, thank you for joining us. You get the platform.
Mr. Komon-Tok, this thing we check say that flag guy the Komon-Tok Mr. Komon-Tok this they don't compromise to one party states. It's a long time. Without this studio, the calling of action as seen and sleep of it.
My brother, now we go agree. Now we go agree.
But we will get each other looking at okay, I'm not the argue, but let's we say no, we don't agree, but what's the problem? If they tell them they can't be money to everything and phone, and then tell we will get free chance for talk to us so and make some of the thing on the game information. I said if we spread them out, they expose something you know they happen. But then you come to my another before they will meet you at give me phone.
Give me full check, yeah.
Give me a check. Yeah. The check and check for it. And you can't give you give me every check and give you. That's in no exist to who you really exist now. What's in the happen? No, they take you for now too. They will get for quiet and this quantity. Mr. Komon, the guy can no more. Or ideal because the pain where they feel. Some of the feeling can pin in the boats. That's no more like I talk. Maybe something Allah will make it for you. Only we remove self from this kind of money because the people who are opposition people, the people they don't take side already. Because see, when I immediately one participate, when I conclude inside, you don't know, I don't okay. That's not a plan. All they say even the opposition makes you flag by plan. All on plan for joining people. As I tell you last time, we are not joining them tomorrow. They will show them Udana monkey, Udana babu. We mix monkey and babu together. We see it's not to monkey, not to babu. But then the belly of us. Now we so fine now. It's a comment of this. And you look at the feeling the table to the talk at the whole market if you don't can we don't reflect from it.
Any reflect. Anyway, brother, thank you very much for joining us. Yeah. We'll see how it goes, but honestly we will do that. People and will be get liberated. Trust me. They take another voice. I'm from the UK. You get the platform.
Yes, hello, brother.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. Anyway, before I forgot, I don't know, but I'll get for talk behind the scene. If it's possible, after the program, you call me, or maybe tomorrow, if you don't forget, please, I beg. Yeah, it's your private. So I don't need to. I just called that talk. I want for join you and quickly. Listen, brother, thank you very much anyway for all what you can do and for bringing it back from what we understand. I believe, say, if we want for land through democracy, I encourage people and for many they follow this platform and listen. So that's what they learn. The democracy, the rule of law, all what you want for make that country they, for progress, for do the needful. It is in our hands. Now this is not Ambassador Hunt, not to America, not to Donald Trump. It is we the people because sovereignty belongs to the people. So we therefore all these leaders accountable. But if we fail for all these leaders accountable, this draconian laws could come in. How can somebody they go on a transfer for ID card? What if you not get? Yeah, within our European, some man not get passports. We may you land it.
Yeah.
People that will go only pass the ID card by force. So what do they need with all this? So the people who they suffer, then they see them and they beat and they extort money from them. They not get empathy for these people. So what will lead me to all this now? Bad governance, people. No matter if you say no, it mix politics it makes you. Now this is making you come now time and time again. For many people they open their ears. Not people can listen no more. Hey, come on, talk more than we make for. No, more we take this thing serious. That message I will tell you so. If na lectures, in how much money it would make so, but now free. So why not go use this free? Anyway, one of philosopher I don't want from doing a free back. People don't take it serious. Even they pay for can watch this platform. So
I know.
For the land something.
Thank you.
Let somebody they tap that information free, who they take and say, Nasalon posted that they are coming to talk Nasalon man.
Yeah.
Them thing they are not learning. Most platform they are the world cut across them French, the Ivory Coast, what's the platform? In fact, some platforms say for making subscribe, they pay.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you very much, Ahmed. Thank you very much. We appreciate your concern. We had another voice.
Anyway, we need to do something. Thank you very much, brother.
Yeah. We'll take another voice. Yes, call outside. They call from.
It's Kai Londo, my brother.
Oh, the Chief Kai Londo, the man with the thunderous voice.
Yes, sir.
It's been a while. I hope you're okay.
Yes, sir.
Is everything?
Summer.
Okay, summer.
Yeah.
I hope you are getting it nice and easy.
Sierra Leone don't be a state captured. What do you expect? You might feel confident and know that up. You know what I mean? Yeah. We don't be state captured. Even the ordinary policeman get power past the minister there. Look, the deputy speaker of the house. In school, go services. Let's go and go group there. One go group for sale to private individuals. It go there because the military, the chief, within the United do not take. You know, when it is state captured, it's very difficult, but you know, easy. You know, Sierra Leone is to the range. Yeah, just like MRC, we talk about MRC there. You see the entertainment industry now, they don't forest alone and contribute a great, but because they don't be the third force, we for don't advocate for the people there. But we look child like Uganda. You see musicians there, they stand against politicians, they're on politics business. But we know musicians, they're nothing in that for go now club, no more party, nothing. No advocacy. Look this yeah, how they call them sheriff. Look what they do. The man is nothing. That's all begin first themselves come over hotel business, these are the needs.
Yeah, and I tell you, them boys then just turn back. I see I didn't watch here, you know. The guys then just lost track no more. Oh, then just lost track no more. They all depend funny thing. No, now say they happen doing to Jankaba in Temi and that's in time, you know.
You know? So it's very sad, bro. Remember what saying this guy be saying we put in photo this black millionaire na Nigeria. Dan Kuti. What you say?
Yeah.
It's your politician, the way they sleep, they take the money, they get and go after.
Yeah.
When they die, the money left, they go to the banking system. It's helping things, helping invest the money in a even country. If people are go glad, people are not go back there. But not if you take that outside, bro.
Okay, I think Kailondo, you don't provoke this conversation a bit. I'll just I will count on tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll allow it for you something quick here. France sees 118 million ounce from Equatorial Guinea, the vice president. Wouldn't call Teodoro. Yeah. Now, Switzerland seized 25 cars worth $27 million from him. Brazil seeks 16.5 million from him. USA seeks $70 million. Then South Africa seized 120 million yacht. And in that, Papa Naina, the president na Equatorial Guinea since 1971. So, like, I don't try for broadcast which they talk. Yeah. With a thief, look how much money. Anyway, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, God bless you too. All right, so let's just take 5 comments there, and then we'll wrap up the program. On the side, we don't close the phone. Yes, my dear brother, thank you very much as always, Kelvin to say thank you. May God bless you. I truly appreciate your commitment, your unwavering support, and just like the rest of yourself, Naya. And if Alusan Sankara, if it's true that Julius Madabio takes money from France against AES, Sierra Leoneans who are ranching are to blame for being fools without protesting against for betraying Africa. Alusan Sankara, I think I've just addressed this. Let me repeat again. This issue of Madabio wanting to kill Ibrahim Traore, this is not speculation, this is a rumor. No official sources not confirm it. We not see it. So purely this not just like I would say not just a media hype, or maybe, you know, the Pan-Africanism breeze they blow around. A lot of people and just, you know, get trust with ECOWAS perhaps they just create this one because Madabio and not fit say within right senses, it go just say they go attack. We're not get even army. We're not get even army. Younger and take now we answer. We not even talk nothing, you know. And you as the chairman, you get for provide enough military capacity. You don't able to take Nigerians and go for it. Nigerians and then get for votes are allowed. If Nigerians are able to do, who are we? If Ghanaians are able to do, who are we? You know. So purely, this is just speculation. This is just rumor. This is just maybe media narratives around flushing. You know, oh, just left this. Lord just left this. This thing don't flourish for quite some time now, and we not confirm whether actually it said these words. KK, thank you for joining us. And Jibril Dumbuya, good day. Komon-Tok family, Nigeria, former president. Okay, yes. Die, God sorry for her. As some people can say. Yes, Kate, thank you for joining us as always. Well recognized. Jay, thank you. Always well recognized. Jay, thank you very much. And of course, this one, Mayata Masakoi, let us share, subscribe, and like. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Marco, this is Cee Bah, be careful. Ibiola Campbell, what about protecting the public and their personal data? That is about gagging. This is not democracy, it's dictatorship. This one, they say, Fabian Fofana said they can surveillance certain people, but it's impossible to do that for our whole nation. Even in America, it is not possible. And okay, thank you. And of course, our Kumba, thank you for joining us. And all right, so the rest of the family members, yeah, we tap the program here. I'll tell us plenty, thank you. I don't know if we don't take the government has no money. Okay, we don't take this one. All right, okay, for the rest of WISA, okay, let's just take this. Them people there, we'll just Mr. Abdul Kabo, the Mr. Komon-Tok for say the Indian pilot, they're not waiting for do before the plane take off. I don't know, honestly, really strange. Blessed Sunday, yes, Marriage, thank you very much, thank you. This one they come up from Mohammed Suleiman Koruma. Mr. Komon-Tok, President Bio, they set a very bad precedent. If we see the next president begin use private jet to travel, waiting it will be excuse. After this same government, they say we no get money per bigger economy. Anyway, well, Mother be a person they listen to nobody, and but there is time for every purpose. Buhari nine just on lost nine don't die so Buhari. Where a lot of Nigerians they hold grudge against Buhari. Then feel say Buhari no deliver as he be promised. Then feel say not to the right leader for them back then, but it's gone today. You know, it's out of the picture. So the same thing applies. You know, under the sun, they always say there is time for every purpose, everything, and there is light at the end of each and every tunnel. It's dark, it's gloomy, it's difficult. It's, I would say, unprecedented in the history of Sierra Leone. People are suffering to the I would say excruciating pain is everywhere in the country. But I think we nation like what they say, we are resilient people and they bear the pain. But I can repeat, there is time for every purpose. Time. We the Muslim, then there is a surah where I'm sure plenty people, in fact some Sahaba, and say even if God, Allah not be sent, no, if Allah not be sent, no other verse, no other that surah enough. Asr, wala asr, inna lisana lafi kusr, wala asr. Wala asr inna lisana lafi kusr inna ladina amanu wa amilu soliat wa tawasaw bil haq wa tawasaw bis sabr. This is now one of the most powerful surah inside the Quran. Landed people and say, even if in this surah, now you know what become is sufficient for mankind. Well, I answer. Even if I want more come, God swear. Time not permit you for Lord go deep into that. God swear into the Quran, into time. He say in time, scientifically, they don't prove that a creation, just like what they create me so time that creates and creator. You get the point now? Just like when they create the tick, then create the altar, then the stone, after they create time. God swear upon time. So the significance of time, the importance of time, if we pay attention now, that's why if we study it, we see what it means. There is time there is a time where we can have this one, there is a time where they exit. Under the sun, everything measured by time. But only people with wisdom that then they think that way they. Like I said, time not the part. This way I will go work out one day. We don't want to put too much again. We don't really pass the number, but I promise you now we will do a little bit of more talk on this one. Now show us say time. For respect because God believe in I believe in time and He swear to time, and that's for say we as human beings we're in big crisis, big losses. Except for the people where they do righteousness, where they think and they offer good service, and they think about not only about themselves, but their community, but the people around them, and fear God. So Madabio can do whatever I want to do. I think if we go for look at the president's way for give courage for believing God, there's good and bad, just so you know. Madabio. He was nobody here. He was nobody. Not just like any other person, ordinary person. For 22 years, he didn't have the wilderness. He's now the most powerful person. That was time. God said, he swear to time. Now time now he used 22 years now a long time. You know, get hook. He be the pass all over the world. Now time. And he give him back time for can enjoy small. Now the same time. So just know say there is time. This man not just born with gold and diamond, silver spoon. He did it from wooden kingdom. You know, when Papa died, we all know the stories, not so we know the stories. So people, sometimes I know the emotion. People are want letting happen, kun fa kun. It happen now and now. And I only God get up our day, kun fa kun. But God say, in Allah sabirin, inside the Quran. God say deal with the people who are patient. Anyway, no can put lecture now. no can. No, just never. Lord, just leave alone. We don't count religion business now. Lord, just stop and they come tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you day, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salone. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about Salone. For education. entertain.